The National Independent Electoral Commission says in these elections, more people have registered to vote than the previous polls. It says that 26 presidential candidates will contest the top position, while 27,000 parliamentary candidates will be vying for 500 seats.
If you look at 2018, people were disallowed. Some even went in exile. They could not stand as candidates. This time around, everyone who wanted to be a candidate is a candidate. To the extent that we have 26 presidential candidates, and we have all together, if you take all the four polls, we are going to have 100,000 candidates, which is huge. That's the size of the population of Seychelles. You see, that's the number of our candidates in this country. So it shows that actually in 2018, because we always have to compare, there were 35,000 candidates. Now it's 100,000, which is threefold increment, which means also a lot of work for us.
The war in the eastern part of the country remains a thorny issue. It has affected the Commission's work to access potential voters for the upcoming elections. More than 1 million people have left their homes and some of them are not going to vote.
We have a lot of instability, a lack of security in the east of the country, but particularly in two areas, one called Masisi, the other one called Ruchuru. It's in North Kivu province. We are not going to hold elections there because we didn't conduct voter registration because of the violence. We were unable to carry out our work there. So the elections in those two areas, plus one other area called Kwamut in western Congo, are not going to hold elections. So it will happen everywhere else but in those three districts.
The country has pinned its hopes to SADC deployment to provide security during elections for safety of voters.
Today, with the Nairobi process, we are trying now to convince them to stop fighting, to lay down their gun, because we have in the process of the disarmament, a program of disarmament, reinsertion of this group. That's what is taking place now. So most of the group of terrorists that are involved in this program, except this group of terrorists of MT23, but we are dealing with them. We will deal with them seriously and more now that all our troops coming from the training are deployed now in the whole Congo. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the SADC Election Observation Mission says currently voting material is being delivered to different parts of the country.
Now, voting equipment. As of today, I'm aware of some helicopters that have been provided to take equipment to those areas that had not received them. Maybe not sufficient, but certainly they were expecting helicopters which have been provided. And as we sit here, those helicopters are busy transporting the equipment.
The Electoral Commission has assured Congolese that it will deliver free, fair and credible elections. DitabaTsotetsi, SABC News, Kinshasa, DRC.